First of all, I am immensely inspired by the breadth and depth of the sharings that I've heard today. I took a lot of notes, and we often express despair and sometimes outright hopelessness about our home country, right? But look at the things that you put on the table, right? You touched on very powerful leverage points. You know what I mean by that is our resources or access to resources, albeit limited in scope, can spark something big. The Philippine military organizational schools, the OFWs, they contribute up to 15% of our GDP, and yet how many? They're only a fraction of the population. Role modeling of the youth. More than half of the Philippines is 25 or under. Okay, so we are very quick to complain, but look at the richness and depth of the ideas we put together. These are the kinds of ideas that will inspire, that will incite the younger ones to think about what they will do for the future. Mr. Lim said that he would love to experience change to occur, big change to occur in his lifetime. He left the Philippines when he and I were born. Noynoy Aquino is the 14th president. I have two sisters who have lived through all 14 presidents. And I've asked them, what do you want to see happen? So I think the fact that you have participated today in the way you have is, for me, the planting of the seed that will ensure a bright future, whether we see it in our lifetime or not. It all starts with planting the seed. It's not how big the harvest is. It's how you plant the seed and how you cultivate it. If I may borrow an excerpt from Tony Lavinia's article after the verdict, he says. Tony Lavinia, by the way, is a professor he's a professor at UP. He's the dean of the college School of Government. He is an excerpt. And so we end with a clear vote of conviction, arrived at in such a way that makes it impossible for the Supreme Court to review it. That is why Mr. Corona has accepted the verdict. All roads are blocked, and there is no exit except to leave with as much dignity as possible. I think the event showcased the principles of good governance as explained to you, but I think it is in this kind of interaction and sharing that makes it real, that makes it really possible to be lived out. So with that, thank you so very, very much for participating. I would like to, I would like to hear your feedback on this process, this engagement, or this model of this forum. Is this something that you feel that it is worth cultivating to become sort of a mini tradition to start with? Notice that we live in the U.S., we hear of town halls. I would love to see a Filipino town hall. We can name it like Manig or something, right? Kapihan. But we would love to hear your feedback on this process.